We hit hard like still malice.
What's up with the dude from Aurora, the shooter?
Yeah, from the theater shooting, yeah. Now, well, for a while there, for about 6 months, his hair remained orange.
Yeah, we kept sitting here going, why? How is he even getting dye in jail?
Right, that's what I couldn't figure.
Is that Jell-O?
I mean, Kool-Aid. Remember
that
back
Thousand Oaks dressing that he packing on his head, taking all the packs and something? How is this man hair staying orange in jail?
Right, well, it finally turned black a couple of days ago.
But we didn't see no growth. Like, you would have seen the growth, like half black, half. Right. It was always all the way orange.
And then all of a sudden.
It did all of a sudden.
Now he looked like one of the murderers on Match.com.
He does.
Yeah.
I believe is every time a white male, especially a young white male, whenever a story of them become big of them doing a heinous crime, the first thing we see is that crazy looking picture. Mm-hmm. So you know they following the plan, right? Because we know the next step is we're gonna start hearing about his mental abilities. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's mentally ill, and you know why they always do that? Because Lord knows when they do something, something has to be wrong with them because they so perfect.
But when we do something, what happens?
That's just our natural instinct.
Wow,
we crazy. And thinking about them doing something heinous. Okay, you remember Christopher Donner, right? They never really focused on his mental illness.
No, they didn't.
And you could tell I'm looking going, he got to have a little bit. Any black man that want to work in LAPD got to have some mental issues.
Right.
Something got to be a little wrong with him.
And he from LA? You should know. Well,
know better.
So I always feel like when I was watching, I was going like, this brother really want to change something. Even though I remember I was saying he went the wrong route, right? But remember how that story went to level 5?
It sure did.
When he was on the run.
National.
Well, right now in New York City, a white man killed 4 people, wounded 6. I think his name is Kurt Myers.
Kurt Myers.
And that's in upstate New York, right?
Yeah, it's one of them towns in New York. It's not in New York City, so it's out there in the country.
So it's out there. So that's New York's version of Big Bear, but they can't bring no cameras out there?
Hello. Hello. They went to the jungle. They went to the jungle to get Donner. Because how did he end up in the woods like an animal?
Rambro.
Rambro.
Yeah, Rambro. That's what
Rambro.
they said, huh?
It was.
Yeah, because he was in the wilderness.
Yeah.
And they was hunting him like
Big Bear, yeah.
Now I don't know if this white guy is in the wilderness. Myers. We know they can't find him.
Everything up in upstate New York is woods.
And they can't say it's not going level 5 because he's not a celebrity, because that's usually the excuse. Well, he's a celebrity, and they can't say, well, Donner was LAPD, and it was in LA. This guy murdered 4 people, just like that one black man in Atlanta. Remember, he shot the security guard, and he took off. That became a level 5 story. If you can't see that, if you can't see the difference in the treatment of how they're covering stories, a story that's not even being covered right now. The racist cop in Tennessee. I guess some people on his force.
Right, some people on his force would have racist. They caught him on video.
Oh, it was on video?
Yeah, it was on video. So he started this chief, the chief of the department. He said, I'm going to start having lie detector tests to make sure racist people don't get on my force.
Wow, that is serious.
That's serious because I never heard. Why haven't they did that throughout American history?
If they did that in Los Angeles, it wouldn't be no cops.
It wouldn't be none in Tennessee either.
What if they did that for anything? I mean, it wouldn't be no white people on the earth.
Now, we're not saying all y'all racist.
Right, we're not saying
if you're not fighting it, then what else can we think?
Right.
I mean...
But what I was going to ask is, what questions do you ask to find out if somebody racist? There's only one question. Do you hate niggas? That's the only question you can ask. I mean, of
course they're going to lie.
Right. So how do they take a lie detector test to weed out the racist
So you saying,
beliefs?
so you saying, what would the questions be that they don't give? Like, do you have issues with black people?
Yeah.
I got another question about this. How are you saying that all of the cops in that area are white?
That's a good question.
Or do they ask different questions to?
Or are they going to ask black people the question
black
too?
Cops?
Do you
like
white people?
It got to be some black people who are applying for this job. Economy's bad.
Right. And black people have racist problems too, don't they?
Or you in terms of our races,
well,
of
prejudice.
Of course.
Everybody has prejudice.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. It's not a big story.
Right, it's not a big story.
Because Fox News will never show anything like this.
No.
Unless it was black people being racist towards white people.
There you go.
Not until the NRA get that law passed, because they did pass a law that requires people to carry a gun. Not that allows, but requires citizens of a town that's in Maine to carry a gun. Mm-hmm. So they keep asking questions like this, and there's no cops. Everybody gonna have to carry the gun and be their own cop.
Right?
Really? Why are they asking them to carry? Did something happen? Like
they
is
putting
it from
it back
all these
on
shootings?
It's from all the shootings and everything,
okay.
but they actually passed. I don't know how they plan to enforce that.
Oh, right.
But a mandatory carry your own gun law.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find.
Talking about racism, right? It's a reason in Southern California. Look at how the Hispanics are treating black people in Southern California.
And they don't even know nothing about me except what they see on TV.
Yeah, that's all they know. The local news, whatever they produce. And so it sits there and make you think, how can there be such antipathy between the races? It had to come from somewhere.
Right.
It had to. Where did this come from? So just like you're saying, around the whole country, we all know racism is going up. The media is participating in it.